Hi there, this is Waliula Olaiwola. You are welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, I welcome you and I'm excited to have you here. So if you've been here before, maybe you are my subscriber, I want to thank you for the support so far. If you are here for the first time and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. So I release amazing videos that teach you how I make money online, or how my friends make money online, or how some the researches that I've done that help me or my clients or my partners make money online. So in this video, I want to show you how to what exactly do you do if you're a service provider. So I have already like created the this thing. Okay, here we go. So starting from the top, how do you get clients? So this is the promise of this video. How do you get clients? By pitching your digital service. Okay, so the introduction. Who is this for? This tutorial, this mini course is for you if you are a digital service provider. So, who are digital service providers? These are people that render services online. So, their clients don't have to see them in person before they render their service. For instance, if you're a content writer, you write content. So, you don't need to see your clients before you close the deal, before you write the content that they need, before you send it to them. If you're a copywriter, so copywriters are people that write persuasive copies that make people buy, right? Or that make people perform a particular action that they had in mind. So these are copywriters. They are very, very just like content writers too. So they are valuable people. Customer support. So this is a very no, so many people have not known about customer support. So but businesses need customer support because they need to support their customers. People that have bought from them, they will have questions. And if you're a business owner, so you cannot be in marketing, in sales, in accounting, and in support, but you need support. Your customers will be asking you questions. So these are what customer supports do. They help businesses attend to their customers, questions and concerns. We also have virtual assistants. So if you render any of these services, website design, and so on and so forth, there are so many more. I believe you already have an idea of what kind of digital service we are talking about here. Some people might be, SEO writers. Some people are graphics designer. Whatever it is you do, as long as you render a service. So if you don't have any skill, lead generation, these are part of the skills that you can render as a service. So and you get paid for it. You can be getting paid as much as $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, every single month. So that is who is this for. Now moving forward, what is this about? This is about rendering your service as a service provider. It is about getting clients. How do we get clients? How do people who are freelancers, people who have in one digital service, digital skill or another, how do they get clients? How do they get paid? Rendering their service. This is the secret behind it. So how can you benefit from this if you are a newbie? Well, if you are a newbie and you have a skill, good for you. So as long as your skill is a very good one that people need, so I've already mentioned some skills that you can learn. So I have programs in some of those skills that I mentioned are both content writing, copywriting, customer support, and so on, website design, and so on and so forth. So if you're a newbie, you can benefit from this by picking a skill that you want to learn. So you learn the skill. You can also learn it for free. You don't have to pay anybody to learn any skill, right? So we are only selling you our experience. So experience. We know what clients are looking for, and we put these things in our programs, maybe paid or free programs. So, but of course, you can learn these things for free too. So then once you have learned the skills for free, you can then come back and use this strategy that I'm teaching you to find clients. So how can you benefit from this? I have explained that. So find a skill, take a lucrative skill that you are interested in, start learning it, and once you are very good at it, you can start monetizing it. So where do you start? Okay, you start here. Now step number one, you ready your samples. The people you want to you want them to hire you, you must have samples. Let's say you are a building contractor, you are a bricklayer, and you want people to want to win clients who would give you their housing contract. The you know, you don't expect them to give you if you don't have any samples before that you have designed. You say you are a shoemaker, you want to make my shoes. Why can't you show me some pictures of shoes that you've made in the past? I hope that makes sense to you. So this is the first most important thing. Ready your samples. Since this is digital service, whatever service you want to render to people, you want them to pay you for, you must have done some of this service before, and you must have done them excellently. Maybe you want to pitch yourself as a content writer rather. What content have you written in the past? Show me. If you want to pitch yourself as a copywriter, what copies have you written before? How much has your copy generated for your client or for yourself? These are very important questions for you to ask. So have samples. So you have to create. So now these samples, how do you create them? You create the samples for yourself. You can create the sample for yourself. Let's say, for instance, you want to offer your service as a website designer. So before anybody will take you seriously, you have to have at least a single sample that you can show them that you've designed this before. So this is why you have to create the sample yourself. So number two, you can also create samples for free for people. If you know a skill very well, like designing websites, you can offer your service to people, for free, in exchange for their testimonial. For example, you can ask them for testimony that I will design your website for free if you are willing to give me your testimonial for free, right? If you are willing to, in exchange for your testimonial, and they'll be happy to give you the job. Like, okay, come and do it. I'll give you testimonial. Then you also create cheap samples. What do I mean by cheap samples? So instead of doing it for free for people, you can make it very cheap. Let's say, for instance, you ordinarily charge $500 to create website, or you charge $200 to create website, but you want someone to give you you want to have samples. You can reach out to people and offer to design their website for $50. That is almost like 90% off. So most people like free stuff, they don't want to pay. So, or they want to pay, an affordable amount of money. So if you offer it for them for cheap, they'll be happy to give you the project, and you can do the project and have it as your own sample. That these are some of the samples of what you want to offer to your new clients. So of course, you want to do this very, very well. You want to make it exceptional and good, so that it would attract, or it would impress the clients that you are trying to win. Then the next, you can create paid samples. So if you want to wait, although it might take you longer time, if you don't have any samples, if you don't have any samples before, but you can also offer to create you know, their their work, maybe content writing, maybe graphics design, whatever it is, you can offer to create it, at a paid, at your own, at your normal rate. So of course, the number of people might need to reach out might be much, but doesn't mean you are not going to get clients. So you get clients and you get paid samples. So you can use this as your own sample too. Step number two, you generate leads. So this is the next step, in getting clients by pitching your digital service. So how do you generate leads? Number one, you follow your niche online. So of course, you must know what your service. So you must know who this service can help. For instance, if I am a bricklayer, already I know that my service can help people who want to own their own homes, or developers. So people want to create houses, they want to create buildings, and so on and so forth. So I must know who my clients are. So this is what I mean by follow your niche online. So you must know what your service is, what exactly it is, who can it help, what can it help them do. Number two, you use your social media. So you use social media rather. So since you now know what your service is and who it can help, you can find these people online on social media, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, especially, on TikTok, on YouTube, and elsewhere, on Instagram. You can find abundant of your clients once you know who your clients are, because you will know where they hang out on social media. So you can also use Google so to find client, right? So you just have to type out the keyword of what they, what they use. So for instance, if you're a content writer, you know that website owners and blog owners, they need content writers, they need people to write for them. So just go on Google and write new website owners, so or new website new hosted website, just to get new website that have just been created. These people need writers to write for them. So if you know this website, Google tells you what are the websites, it gives you the list of websites, and with the list of websites you can start pitching, get their email address and start pitching them. So that is how to generate leads. So of course, I believe you know that generating lead, is it is more than that. However, you can start there. So number three, you create a custom email if you can. So when you are reaching out to potential clients, they will take you more seriously if you are sending them an email from a custom domain email address. What is a custom domain email address? Let me write a sample of that. A custom domain email address is, let's say, my name, Waliyula at, at Waliyula, at waliyula.com. So this is a custom domain email address. But if you cannot afford a custom domain email address, you can use your first name dot your last name, right, at gmail.com. So this is a very good email too that you can use. Don't use all those emails that something talk for you, Kinecon 24/7, all those email addresses. They are not professional, and it might cost you, the project. Step number four is to set up your social media and let it reflect your services. So you are a content writer. So if the clients you are trying to reach out to, if they search for you online, what do they find? So do they find you talking about religion, talking about, you know, condemning people or stuff like that? Or do they find that you actually have a so when people reach out to you on social media, when they search for you, because most of them would definitely want to, search you out, to want to, make a little couple of inquiries about you. Where can they find you? Is it on LinkedIn? Is it on Facebook? Is it on Instagram? So, or do you have a website? So all of this, come together to form your foundation. So your potential clients want to know who they want to hire. So is this person a real person that they can, give their money or trust with their money? So, which meaning that you have to set up your social media. So don't post random stuff on your social media. Post stuff that reflects who you are and the value that you have. Step number five, create a sheet to monitor your outreach. So as you are compiling your leads and all your steps, you have to monitor your progress. So you create a sheet, put name, put company, name of the person you are trying to reach out to, name of their company, so the email address of the person you are trying to reach out to. So um put it there if you are follow up with them. So also put it there if you want to do first follow up, second follow up, third follow up. So what is their response? These are stuff you need to put on your outreach. Then step number six is for you to start pitching. So pitching is trying to present yourself and your service, trying to present your value, that you can do so and so stuff for them. So, and getting them persuaded to hire you. So that is what pitching is all about. So in another video, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to create. I'm going to teach you how a pitch is, what should be in a pitch and what should not be in a pitch. How do you get the attention of your potential clients? How do you get them to to want to talk to you? How do you get them on the phone so that you'll be able to close them? So and so on and so forth. I'll teach you this in another video, inshallah. So thank you very much for watching. If you have gained the value, please like this video so that YouTube can show it to more people and also subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do that. Thank you very much for watching.